Hey everyone, welcome to chapter 1, where we kick things off with building the core foundations to set a strong community up. Now, before you create anything meaningful, as Simon Sinek famously once said, start with why. Why are you doing this? Before you answer that, I want you to think about these words first. Most people use their communities. You need to serve your community. What is the purpose of your community about? If you can get clear on why your community exists and how it serves your members, then your students will clearly understand the value for them too. Ask yourself, is this for social learning, to create a sense of belonging and connection? Is it for entertainment? Is it for networking? Getting clear on these will help you define the aspects to focus on in your community. Long before online communities existed, community psychologists described 4 key factors that define a sense of community that are timeless: membership, influence, fulfillment of needs, and a shared emotional connection. Pillar 1, membership, is a sense of belonging and identification with other members with similar goals and interests. When you're building the foundation of your community, you should be asking yourself, what gives them a reason to see themselves as members? How will you create a sense of belonging and connection? Pillar 2, influence. Members of a community should feel empowered to have the influence over what a group does. Otherwise, you might not be motivated to participate. Ask yourself, how can you make your community feel safe? How can you empower members to spark meaningful conversations? How can you model the kind of behavior you'd like to see? Pillar 3, integration and fulfillment of needs. Beyond the status of being a member, those in your community should feel rewarded for their participation and get value from being part of the group. What needs will they get met in your community? Think back to the purpose of your community. What were the value propositions? Why does this even exist for your students? Here's an example. Learning is more fun with friends. This community exists for you to learn with your peers as you take the course. Pillar 4, shared emotional connections. This comes from the quality interactions and bonds that are created. It's important to know what the shared values of the group are. Examples of shared values might be something like be kind, be curious, be helpful. With these 4 pillars and a clear purpose, you set your community up with a strong foundation. Now, it's time to look at who will be joining you inside the space.